Hey, welcome. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe right off the bat. In this video, we're going to look at the ECX Temper Gen 2 distributed by Horizon Hobby. We're going to discuss its strengths, its weaknesses, and we're going to determine if it is, in fact, the best budget rock crawler available today. So we're in a remote section of the Sonoran Desert today. This is a really good location to let the Temper kind of show off some of its real strength, which is rock crawling and kind of trailing in rocky environments. This thing is really capable of being very twisty with the suspension. It is a capable rock bouncer. It's just personally not my style. I prefer a little slower, more controlled. But this is a very good location to show off its strengths and its capabilities. Starting with its strengths, let's just look at first and foremost its price. It's most definitely a strength. It can be had for $150 or less. It's completely ready to run out of the box, including 4 AA batteries that you need for the transmitter. It includes a nickel metal battery pack, charger, literally everything that you need to get you going, to get you having some fun, to get somebody new into the hobby. Whatever the reason, it's a good price. It's really others at this price point, other competition at this price point, in general, I find seem to fall a little short in the performance department, which would be another strength for this particular rig. Even completely box stock, which this one is not. It's been upgraded, and it's been upgraded. I don't know. I guess it would be mildly heavy upgrading. However, completely box stock, the Temper is really capable. And its performance will not disappoint the way that it comes right out of the package. Whereas I find it to be a dice roll at that $100 to $150 price point, especially when you're talking about crawlers. There's just so many factors and variables that come into play when companies are trying to keep the price low, that there are only so many corners you can cut where you really start to lose a lot of that true crawling capability. And I feel like, Horizon Hobby and ECX, they've really done a good job of finding the middle ground on this. So what you're getting is something that is capable and inexpensive. On the other hand, going the other route with a lot of other manufacturers, I find that there are good ones out there and there are bad ones out there. And what will happen is, if you end up spending a comparable amount of money on something else, for example, and you give it to a new user hoping to, initiate or start a passion for this hobby, what ends up happening is, because of either A, its poor quality, or B, its inability to perform, or C, a combination of the above, you end up with a frustrated user, often with a broken and unusable RC that doesn't want any more to do with the hobby and really cannot justify in their mind ever spending any more than that, as it would appear as though the money they just spent was a complete loss. So that's not the case here. You're getting something that I really feel is worth your money. Now, weaknesses, it does have some. One would be that it just doesn't have a strong aftermarket. It's not that parts aren't available. They are replacement parts. If you're experiencing breakages, things like that, parts are available. And Horizon Hobby, they do offer a fantastic customer service and warranty honoring program. I've dealt with them with Arma products, with ECX products, with Losi products, and it didn't really seem to matter the brand. They seem to honor their parts pretty much universally and pain-free across the board. So the aftermarket is where the weakness falls into play. There just isn't a whole lot available. I'd like to see separate ESC and receiver rather than a 2-in-1 combo, and I do feel that the steering servo is weak, really weak, at 3 kilogram and being plastic geared out of the box. The plus side to that is that it is a standard size. So that leads us to the last strength, in my opinion, and that is that this thing is a parts bin magnet. Stuff that's been sitting in your parts bin that you have really had little to no use for who knows how long. For example, this thing is running some Interco Super Swampers. It is running some TRX4 stock plastic wheels. It's running a TRX4 ESC and receiver. It's running the stock motor, running on the stock pack, but I have run it on 2S and mini 3S packs. But this thing is just an absolute beast. I've got a larger steering servo on there. I've added some weight to the wheels. It's just something that you can take things that have been sitting in your parts bin that really are not, they weren't all that great on whatever they came off of. Obviously, whatever they came off of, you upgraded. But going on to this, being an 18th scale, taking a 1/10 scale component set and putting it in this, in most cases is going to result in a tremendous gain in performance. So I feel there as well, the bang for the buck continues to go forward with you as you progress with the hobby. So I feel that the Temper is a great place to start, and you will continue to use it, and it will remain relevant despite your user skill level. It's just that modifiable. As you grow in the hobby, it will grow along with you. So I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope that this has shed some light on how underappreciated and overlooked this thing is. I see them on the shelf every time I go into hobby shops, and I can't believe they're not sold out. Take care. God bless.